Hawaii's hot Filipino hits. It's the midday show with Allan Alvarez.
Alright mga kaibigan, we're back. And thank you very much for listening mga kaibigan. Maraming salamat. And magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Magandang tanghali sa inyong lahat na imbag amalim, gagayem, ken kakabsat. And on the program, we try to always get some entertainers to come in here, guest artists. And today, mga kaibigan, ladies and gentlemen, gagayem, ken kakabsat, we have a very special guest this afternoon, mga kaibigan. He is an instrumentalist. He actually has a very original thing going, and he is on a mission to bring Kulintang music to global ears. Okay, Kulintang. And if you are on the video stream, makikita nyo mga kaibigan, we were actually able to set up the Kulintang here in the studio, and you will see it. It will be proof. And when we do the YouTube, you'll also see it. But anyway, Ron Quesada is here, mga kaibigan. Nandito po ang ating kapatid na si Apo Ron Quesada. He is a lifelong musician. He's played numerous instruments, piano, guitar, bass, until he finally found out about this Kulintang. And I think he's the only one who's actually doing this Kulintang music in the style that we're going to hear today. Actually, he's known as the godfather of American Kulintang music. And what a title to have, Ron. Congratulations for that. And so without further ado, mga kaibigan, why don't we take a listen to the artistry and the music of Mr. Ron Quesada. Fantastic, Ron. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Magandang hapon.
Maganda ako sa inyo. Oh, marunong ka mag-Tagalog, ha?
Konti po.
Konti. Very good, man. Welcome, Patty, man.
Thank you.
It's so nice for you to come here and share that talent with us, Patty.
Thank you for the opportunity. I love Kulintang music.
Yes, and can you tell us, what is this Kulintang? Ano ba to, Ron?
The Kulintang instrument is a native indigenous Filipino instrument that has existed in the southern Philippines for centuries before foreign influence, and I'm happy to bring it to you today in this modern format. And I do have one correction that I'd like to bring up.
Yes.
I'm not actually the godfather of American Kulintang music, but my teacher is, because virtually every American Kulintang player learned from him, including some of your local Kulintang players from the Mahalo Halo Kulintang Ensemble, who do traditional Kulintang music. So the Kulintang is a traditional native Filipino instrument, strictly, purely Filipino.
Originally and authentically Filipino.
Authentically, it was originally played on stones, and then on wood, and then on bamboo, and finally metal, which is what I brought in today.
So are they still playing those wood and other materials?
They sure are. In fact,
really?
You have a really good wooden Kulintang group here called Banda Kawayan.
Oh yeah, Banda Kawayan.
They do a little more modern style.
Yeah, but they don't have this.
No, they don't have the metal Kulintang.
Oh, so the wooden.
Correct. Yeah, there's a few people that play wooded, but the metal is considered the more in style.
Oh yes.
You gotta have the metal.
Very stylish.
You gotta have the gold.
Well, is this
gold? It's gold or brass?
It's solid gold, man.
Oh yeah.
No.
No.
No, this is
interesting.
This is a piece of Filipino genius. This is recycled metal. It's made from melted down doorknobs, car parts, bullet casings, what have you.
Wow, fantastic. You had a question, Colton?
Yeah, I was wondering, like, so you said they were using different materials for the Kulintang. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
You got it.
But so is there like a large difference in the sound of how it comes out with the different materials?
Yeah, there is. The most vintage Kulintang sets, maybe some of your listeners have some sitting around in their homes, are a dark, earthy, almost coffee color, and those are the more vintage ones that would be made out of bronze. So that would be your higher grade Kulintang. And what I have here is the recycled metal variety, which is melted down and then spray painted gold.
Excellent. Are these were these ever used for like offering or some kind of religious purpose?
That's a great question. What I can say is that before the major religions came to the Philippines, they would use this music in ceremony and ritual, and to mark important milestones like weddings, circumcisions, almost anything festive they would use this for.
Interesting. And how long have you been doing this, Ron? That's amazing, man. I think you're the only one I've ever run into that does this type of music.
Thank you.
Yeah, using these instruments.
Well, I've been playing Kulintang for about 9 years. I started out playing strictly traditional music with my teacher Danongan Kalanduyan, and with him we toured playing traditional Kulintang music, bringing it to non-Filipinos and also to Filipinos that have never seen it in places such as Toronto and Acapulco, Boston, all up and down the West Coast. From time to time he does perform here in Hawaii, but for some reason he never invites me when he does.
Oh, too bad. Too bad. So you've been doing it for a long time. And does it help that you know musical theory? Does it help that you know how to play the piano, when you tackle something like this?
Well, to play Kulintang, you don't necessarily need to know music theory or any other instruments. However, to do what I'm doing, combining this native music with modern, Western, contemporary music, you do need to know a fair bit amount of theory. My Kulintang set is actually it's unique. It's a double Kulintang set. It consists of 16 gongs, where you only need 8 to play them. And the reason I do that is I have 8 extra gongs of different notes. So my gongs are all tuned to Western notes so that I can play with Western instruments.
Oh, really? How do you tune something like this, Ron? Paano yun? I mean, it's
Magic.
Magic, huh?
I use a hammer. I literally take a hammer to it and
Really?
pound away.
You're
Yeah.
kidding?
No.
Oh, yeah?
Got to change the shape of the metal to change the
Exactly.
pitch.
Exactly.
And the fastest way to do it is with a rubber mallet hammer and a piece of hardwood.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's fantastic. I mean, just, wow, these things weigh too, huh? I mean,
How, is it pretty heavy for you?
that's well, it's heavy. I mean,
It's
that's
substantial. You don't want to drop it on your
substantial.
foot.
No, no.
Yeah, definitely not.
So, when you write music on this, when you're writing and doing the house music and stuff, do you have a melody in mind and then you go to it, or how does that work? How do you come up? Because it's so, and I ask that because house music is so new, and I know that when the Kulintang was around, house music was not around. And then now you compose using these instruments with this very modern style. How do you do it? How do you go about it?
That's a great question. My approach on this is I start with just the Kulintang music and your basic pulse beat, your fixture house music sound, the kick drum, boom, 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 boom. I know.
Percussion type, yeah?
Start with just the percussion, the most basic
okay.
beat,
Mhm.
and then I bring the Kulintang to it, and I try to keep as much as possible the traditional flavor that's been ingrained to me by my teachers. It would be really easy to take the sound of the Kulintang and to sample it into a keyboard and then just kind of play it like a piano.
Exactly.
A piano like with a Kulintang song, right?
Exactly.
But I really thought it was important to bring the native aesthetic to it. So most of the patterns and melodies that you're hearing are either directly derived from the traditional songs. I have some songs that are basically a mashup of a traditional song with a beat, and some are a little more compositional, where I create a melody using traditional rhythms, and then I bring the modern music and the house music to the Kulintang after. So the Kulintang is really front and center on this.
Wow, that's amazing. You said that there's some of you who do this, but siguro not that many of you.
Not that many.
This. I mean, are you considered sort of an expert in this type of music, in this field?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would say I have some expertise in this.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly.
Thank you.
Yeah. No. I pardon me. I've seen actually Ron perform at the Filipino Fiesta, and when he came there and he broke this out and he had the music. That's the first time I heard you with this type of style, and I said, man, I gotta get him on the air. It's so original and so new that I think our listeners deserve to hear your art.
Oh, thank you. That was a really fun event, and there's so many people having a good time and clapping their hands and feeling the rhythm of this instrument, and it really makes me so happy to see that.
Well, okay, that was at the Fiesta, and I saw them. How do they react when you play it like in a nightclub scene?
That's a good question.
I mean,
a lot of
just
people
imagine they go into a trance. Do you know how
maybe
that-
eventually, yeah. At first, people kind of see this and they're kind of like, "What is that? Like, what are you gonna do with those
What?
kettles? Yeah,
Are you serving
what are you gonna do with
dinner?
those? Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, dinner is served, but this is the dinner for your ears. So once people kind of see the beat, and they see me up there having a good time with it and showing them that it's okay to smile and to enjoy it, they get it right away. And that's one thing I love about the electronic dance music and house music communities. They're really open to different sounds. In fact, I would say that they're hungry for the new sounds, and I think that Filipino sounds are long overdue on the global dance music scene, and I think that our time is coming very soon.
I agree with you, Ron, 100%. That especially in house music and trance music and dance music, I think Filipino instruments have been very neglected, and definitely needs to be shown out there. And I'm very happy that you're the one taking the helm in this. And when you see it and people see you, do they say, "Hey, how can I get into that?"
Yeah, there is a lot of interest in this. Kids love to play this. Other
I can
musicians.
just imagine. You know,
Oh yeah,
banging away.
it's great for kids because it's solid metal. They can't hurt it.
No.
They can't damage their instrument like like they might a violin.
Sure.
Piano.
Or a piano, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
it's solid metal, and people are really into it. Sometimes people see it, and if they're a little more cultural, they'll say, "Oh, I know that. That's gamelan," and I like it when they say
Gamelan,
that. They're
yeah.
really close,
Mm-hmm.
but not quite.
Yeah.
Gamelan is Indonesian music that's south of the Philippines. We're talking southern Filipino music, Kulintang.
Excellent, excellent. Ron, we have to take a commercial break here. Thank you for being here and performing. We're going to continue this interview. So why don't we just take a few minutes here, mga kaibigan. Kailangan po tayo magpatugtog ng mga commercials. And then pagbalik natin, ituloy natin ang ating interview here with Mr. Ron Quesada. So we'll be right back, mga kaibigan. Don't go away.
Allan Alvarez on the radio, KPHI 96.7 FM. Hawaii's hot Filipino hits. It's the midday show with Allan Alvarez.
96.7 FM, AM 1130 and OC 882, KPHI.
What you want is a luxury. Behind the wheel, it's the way it makes you feel.
Slip into a higher standard of luxury and 5-star customer service and aloha. Volvo of Honolulu, downtown's finest collection of pre-owned luxury and performance vehicles. Porsche, Jaguar, Lexus, BMW, and